bunch of gamers, one channel, and tons of games. This must be games.
Hey everyone, it's Tim aka Jumble Junkie, and welcome to Jumble Junkies, and we're here for episode 6, and as always is my buddy Alex. What's going on, Alex?
Not much, dude. My back is hurting, my shoulders are about to fall off, and my thumbs are calloused.
Been sitting on those thumbs, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you guys don't know, Alex just made a awesome trip to E3, so that's why his thumbs hurt. Not because he has them up his bum, although that would be cool too. But so how was your trip at E3?
LA traffic, terrible, worst in the world. Basically, this trip supposed to have only lasted about an hour one way, but took us almost 2 hours to get from where I am to downtown LA, so that was really fun. Otherwise, the trip was painless and saw a lot of booth babes. Good times.
Good times, good times. See, here I am in the East Coast, up in the sticks in Maine. We don't have traffic ever. And if we do have traffic, it's like 5 minutes, and I still bitch over 5 minutes, but I still remember the time driving across the country, and we were stuck in Chicago for like 6 hours at one point, and that was the most painful thing in the world. So I feel your pain in traffic. I feel your pain, especially in the city. But, of course, Jumble Junkies this week is going to be about E3. So what else would we talk about since, that's the biggest thing going right now in the video game world. So Alex has made his trip back from video game world. I like to call him Captain N. But now he's back in the real world.
So that's why he emailed me that way. I was like, what the hell are you talking about?
I was like, back to the real world, Captain N.
Jeez. I thought you were talking about the Matrix. I was like, what?
Captain N. If you younger people have never heard of Captain N, well, go on Wikipedia and look it up because it's awesome. Anyways, of course, with E3, we have awesome conferences that go on from all the major companies, from hardware and software and all that good stuff. So obviously the major three: Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony. And Alex wasn't there. I wasn't there, obviously, but we both watched all of them via the internet or G4, Tech TV, or whatever. So,
as a side note, Tim, we actually could have gone into the Microsoft press conference because apparently CK has a contact there that actually works at the the publicist and stuff. And I was like, and you told me this on the day of, you asshole.
Oh, that's all right. I don't know. Press conferences are one of those things where I feel like we've seen probably about 50% of the content that they showed already. Mm-hmm. But it's still kind of cool the way they unveil it and stuff like that. And you have some people that are really good at presenting their product, and you have some people that are just flat out bad. Nintendo guy, chick, whatever. So I say let's start with Nintendo. let's in my opinion, and I'm gonna guess in your opinion, it was probably the worst of the three.
Yeah. My opinion of Nintendo has not gone up ever since I saw this press conference. Usually you have these press conferences to kind of hype people into checking out your products and stuff. And honestly, they have some really good announcements there. They had Golden Sun DS. They, obviously they already announced the Zelda game. They announced Mario Galaxy 2 and and New Super Mario Brothers. My issue with New Super Mario Brothers, by the way, is with the name. Because a lot of people equate that name to the DS game of the same name. So it's, I'm not sure if people are going to have issue with it. And I'm not talking about our audience. I'm talking about the moms who are going to buy them for their kids. Because if the kid already has this, New Super Mario Brothers, Deluxe for the DS, if they give it to their parents, are going to be like, what, you want the same game again? It's kind of the worst thing you could ever do marketing wise. You might as well name it something completely different. But Yeah. Apart from that, though, 30 casual games.
Yeah, I don't know. They should have called the new Mario Brothers like Four Mushrooms or something like that. 'Cause it's pretty much four swords that's just in Mario form. I mean, it looks fun. I always love the little, the classic side-scrolling Mario games, but they really didn't mention any online play at all. So
No.
what the hell's the point? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm assuming most little kids have friends that play video games. I'm sure when we were all little, we had friends that played video games, but it just the chick who the PR person, I don't even know her name. She just didn't seem like she knew anything about video games, or it just came across that way.
Oh, are you talking about Cammie Dunaway?
Cammie, yes. She just came across like my school teacher, like lecturing me about Nintendo, and I'm like, I don't want to listen to you. There's just nothing that was really. I mean, I'm not the biggest Nintendo fan in the world. I'll fully admit that, but there's just nothing that just grabbed me at all. Until the end, the last thing they showed actually surprised me, and I'm actually looking forward to this since I love Ninja Gaiden and Team Ninja stuff, so we'll see hopefully a new Metroid / Ninja Gaiden. That's what it looks like.
with the jumble, with big boobs and complete with boob physics and more ninjas. Awesome.
It was sweet. Whatever, Samus grabbed something, got in the headlock, and like shot it in the face. That was pretty sweet.
So basically, you're telling me like they basically merged like Metal Gear and Metroid or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be cool, like Metroid in the third perspective. I never really got into the first-person Metroid games because it's just the controls kill me.
I'll have to
Fucking
say that it's very interesting to see a third-person Metroid game coming out from Team Ninja, because my impression was that once Itagaki left Team Ninja, that they'd be like completely soulless, like would have absolutely no direction. But I'm definitely willing to give these guys a shot because like. This isn't the first time Tecmo has collaborated with Nintendo. They did collaborate with them with, the Fatal Frame game that we'll never see here. Thank you, Nintendo.
Too violent. No, I don't know. But yeah, that was pretty much Nintendo. There was no new hardware, no new Wii boots. I was hoping.
Wait. You're wrong. The Wii Vitality sensor. I'm talking about the little paper clip that goes on your freaking thumb, and it detects like your pulse.
Oh! I might have skipped over that when I was watching the conference. I'll admit I didn't completely watch the entire thing. I'm like, oh my god, it was only an hour too. I just couldn't make it through.
Oh my god, oh man! Basically, Satoru Iwata came out with a straight face and introduced a Wii Vitality sensor. It's basically this thing where you put your finger in and it detects like your pulse and how nervous you are. It's kind of like a lie detector type thing, and I'm like, oh, okay, so it's a new peripheral to check whether you're lying or you're nervous or anything. That's friggin' great. And in the audience, apparently this is what happened in the audience. A lot of people were trying to stop themselves from laughing. Like, imagine an entire room like hearing this like at the same goddamn time. I was like, oh my god.
This product is endorsed by Maury Povich. Fucking lie detector. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, waste of money. It's like another Virtual Boy. Although Virtual Boy seemed cool at the time, but this is not cool at all.
I don't know, man. The Virtual Boy seems cooler than this thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Are you gonna put this in like in your ass and then?
I'm just kind of saying that they're gonna flop, but Jesus Christ! All right, so I guess that's enough Nintendo. So let's moving on to, I'd say the second best here, or the one in the middle of the road, and that's Microsoft. Yeah, I don't know. Let's talk about Skynet.
What about Skynet?
Well, it almost seems like that our Xbox sooner or later are going to be outsmarting us. That's what it seemed like with the new Natal, and people aren't familiar with Natal or whatever. It's pretty much like motion controls, but without any sort of hardware. It's like using your body. Mm-hmm. It was very interesting. It looked really cool, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just still a retro gamer, but I just like holding a fucking controller.
Yeah, my bullshit detector was ringing quite a bit when I saw this, and again, I'm a pretty even keeled guy when it comes to like my video game systems, but come on, like it's like we've had the iToy for a while now, and of course Sony releases the PlayStation Eye, and that kind of gaming just does not like kind of catch on. Granted that they're claiming that there's 3D technology in it, and they're trying to make it work for like for all living rooms, but I don't know. I just don't think so. I think what it's trying to do is it's trying to basically do some sort of like almost it's trying to ping the environment to see like how fast things kind of bounce back, which means that there's some sort of delay that's happening in there. But check this out. I just discovered today that one of I don't know if you've seen the YouTube videos, but there's this guy who basically hacks his Wiimote and stuff on YouTube. Have you seen that video?
No.
Basically, like it's basically one of the professors